Now we go to Behind the Rhyme.
What's going on, family? I hope all is well with you and yours. I hope you're staying inside, separated. We can come back together. It's your girl, Lady B. I got my man C Mac in the building. Charlie.
B, Lady B, the queen of this thing we call hip hop. What's going on with it?
What's going on, baby? What's going on is this is real. And lives are different. We are living a different type of life. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. One that most people weren't ready for.
What'd you say, Charlie?
I said absolutely one that most people weren't ready for.
Oh, none of us were ready. But then again, you know, we're not God. So I guess we're never ready, but we couldn't imagine something like this. But I love the technology. We're going to sit back, kick back behind the rhyme and check in with some of our friends and just have some conversation. This is the new way for us to connect. This is the new party. It's a video party, if you will.
Absolutely, and I'm honored to be on here with you, Queen.
Oh, Charlie, thanks for calling me in. I'm not sure if our broadcast is coming over right, so we're going to keep on talking because I can hear him talking in our ear, and I know we're not.
Me as well.
You can hear him as well?
Me as well.
Yeah. It is funny though. I mean, as we all were, you know, setting up our computers and trying to figure out how to, you know, join in and where to put your mic, and it's bananas. And you know, I'm technically challenged, so yeah. Took a minute for me to even get this.
So if you're technically challenged, what does that make me?
I don't know, Charlie. I think you're a little
incompetent. I'm incompetent. Technically
incompetent. Right. How you living, man? How do you feel? I mean, what you been doing? You doing a lot of cooking? What you doing?
I'll be honest with you. For me, and I told somebody, I said, I've always been corona proof because I've always been in prayer. And for us as Muslims, we're preparing for Ramadan. So this actually works out good for me. Like my mind, the way I'm channeling my mind is that I just came in the house 10 minutes ago. So so when I come in the house, I'm ready to just relax. So I've been in quarantine about 14 days. So each minute of the day, I just came in 10 minutes ago.
That's your mindset.
Yeah, you got to program it.
Yeah, because you know, you're a person who gets out there. I mean, you never know what city you're going to be in from 1 minute to the next. You travel a lot. You know, for me, I'm not having any problems with being at home. I do miss my friends. I miss, you know, giving y'all a hug and getting together and having shows and doing our thing. You know, it brings joy to us. But sitting still is not a problem, especially when you know you're sitting still for people that you love. I think that's the thing that people aren't understanding. You can't take away my freedom. You can't tell me where to go, but we're trying to tell them where to go because we love them. They're our brothers and sisters, and they need to know that this is serious, and it's just time for all of us to just be home, like you said, get close to God. This is a great time. You know what I mean? To get close to yourself, better yourself. We can take this time and really do some positive things instead of stressing. And another thing we need to do, and it's a good thing that Ramadan's coming up, is that we need to pay some zakat and help some people. Times are scary and they're hard.
Exactly.
I never thought I would see people standing in line for food. You understand, brother? Like people don't have money to feed their children. And that's
that's an unfortunate situation.
It is. I can't imagine.
And I'm the type B, you know how I am. I'm the type of person I want to give everybody. I really want to give everybody. You know?
Yes. I'm looking at TV like, all right, so can I just order 100 cans of soup and send them someplace? Like, what can we do? Like, what can we do? But I know it's time for all of us to try to do something to help one another right here. This is going to be hard.
Well, I think that's a great idea. So I'm trying to think about ways that we can raise money and then provide, you know, meals for people that are less fortunate. You know. So I'm talking about on the local level as well. You know, here where we're from, Philadelphia. You know
that's what I'm talking about right here. No, I'm talking about right here. I'm trying to send them 100 cans to North Philly.
Right. I think everybody that's in a fortunate position should look out for their brothers and sisters in their hometowns. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You see me?
Yeah, we can see you there, bro.
Right.
AFFION, I see AFFION.
I'll just double check and make sure I was in there.
You in there, baby. You in there hard. What you up to, man? How you feeling?
I feel great, man. I'm an introvert already, so this ain't really.
That's what I said. I'm good with it, right?
Yeah, when I'm always working and on planes and in airports all the time anyway.
Yeah, so now you can just like, Netflix for real for a minute.
Exactly. It's all good. I get to enjoy my space.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about a mindset, man. Yeah. It's all about your mindset, but there's a lot to be found in just being peaceful,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What'd you say, Charlie?
I tell you this. You're talking to more people than you ever talked to before now.
Isn't that the truth?
Facts.
Isn't that the truth? You're hearing from people because they're still, yes. Charlie usually trying to get our hip hop friends on the phone. I got everybody on the phone this week. I had Chuck on my show. I had Kane on my show. I had Special Ed on the show. Jazzy Jeff was on the show today. Why everybody just chilling?
I interviewed Kane a couple of days ago too. Like that would have never happened.
He's been in the gym with his son. He said he's been.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, actually.
Can we welcome my girl Yo-Yo?
Hey.
Yo-Yo.
What's up, Yolanda?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Yo-Yo.
You get her first, Charlie, then I get her. What happened? You bowing down?
Yo-Yo.
Hi, Charlie.
Yo-Yo. Listen, any man on here, don't play with my yo-yo. Any man on here, don't play with my yo-yo. Please don't play with my yo-yo. Please do not play with my yo-yo.
You know what?
That's right.
First of all, what y'all don't know is that Charlie was telling Yo-Yo what to wear tonight before we started this video chat.
And I like it. I'm glad you did, because I would have matched.
You look amazing. You know what?
You do.
See, as usual, you are my inspiration. What you doing out on the left coast, yo? How you doing?
I'm bored as hell.
Yeah,
I'm bored
something
to
do.
but I'm
You know what I know you can do? All those clothes that I see you in, it's a good time to get organized, girl. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
The dresses with the dresses, the blacks with the blacks, the whites with the whites.
It's already done. Have you met my mom? My mom is the biggest.
You know what? It's time to just get knee deep in some spring cleaning, girl.
Right. I need to just have my daughter put it up on one of those sites and sell it, because I'm an artist and we're not working right now.
I know. How does that feel? That's a good question. As an artist right now, how do you feel like just, because I'm on the radio, so I'm still broadcasting live from my crib. So I'm technically still, I haven't gotten off work yet because I'm still working now. So
all the work that I do, right now it's really, of course I'm on the radio with Cafe Mocha Radio, but all of the work I do is really in the field.
Right, in the community, because you're everywhere doing everything, you're right.
A lot of my work is in the field. Black College Expo. We do the Black College Expo tour.
Right.
We had to postpone all of the tours. Radio, touring,
yes,
events, hosting gigs.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to start selling TLC.
You get ready to start selling what?
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Get her, Charlie.
Do you know AFFION Crockett, Yo-Yo? Have you met AFFION Crockett?
No, who's AFFION Crockett?
AFFION Crockett is our brother in all the world of entertainment, but he's extremely talented. And all what I love about him
I'm thinking you talking about something else. Of course I've met him.
I was getting ready to say I knew she did.
I've known Yo-Yo for years.
I've spoken to him already. I'm like, wait, is there a different one?
Like, we got another one? There's a junior? Crazy.
I've known Yo-Yo for years. She always showed me love, always been a queen, always been humble. To be the legendary MC and hip-hop icon she ain't never, and I've been in LA 22 years, so moving here from Carolina, she's one of the first icons that I met. And it's like, nice. She ain't never showed no shade. She always like,
she never does.
Take pictures with me, like let's take a photo, let's commemorate the moment. Like,
yeah, well,
yo.
I love your work. I've been about 30 years.
Which, yeah, I'm on
That's nice.
That's love.
Tomorrow, Russell, not today.
That's love. That's love.
Friday.
So, yo, you've been putting up these videos that are so funny. I love looking at the videos. Mom Deuce cooking. Y'all are just so funny. Y'all are my comedy relief. I love following you on social media.
Listen, my mother, Mama Mia with the spicy meatballs, is one of the. She really thinks she's a comedian.
No, she is like my auntie in my head. I absolutely love her.
Listen, you know how many videos I don't post because she just.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And then she told me, she said, "You want to take me when you want to take me. You don't want to take me." I say, "Oh no."
Yeah. She's feisty. So how is LA? Are people staying apart from one another through this, man? How are your communities behaving?
You know what? People really are. I mean, I'm having a problem with my teen, of course. Well, she's a young adult. You know, I had to just tell her today when she left out the house. I had to tell her, listen. You know, do not bring any company. No one staying the night. No game night.
Right.
None of that. Because you know, if I go to my mom's and hang out at my mom's, it's a game house.
Right.
And I have to tell her, listen, you got to take this serious. So that's pretty much the only thing I'm dealing with is dealing with her. But other than that, yeah, people pretty much taking it. The streets are clear. I mean, I haven't been to my neighbor's house. I normally go down to my neighbor's house and hang out with them, watch some movies, or you know, have a cocktail or something. So I haven't been really social. And
you know, it seems like everyone has a Generation X or a millennial that they're hollering at right now to keep their behinds in the house. All my girlfriends, you know, got a teenager that's sneaking out the back door. I just want to go down and see my boy real quick. They just can't keep still, and they're not taking it serious. We got young boys still playing basketball on courts. We're getting ready to have to take our rims down. That's what New Jersey and New York.
But I know. Well, you know, it's just so. I mean, today I just lost a friend who I went to high school. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he was sick before. Friends were calling me, but before then, it wasn't anybody from California that I knew had passed away because of the virus. So it really has, you know, it really is like.
But the scary thing is, it grows. It grows like a sci-fi movie, and you go from not knowing anybody that has it. You got a friend that knows somebody, and then it's somebody that's close to your friend. You know, and this wave comes closer and closer. I think that's what people are not understanding. Is just how fast this ugly little monster is. This thing has us on lockdown. It shut down the United States of America.
The whole world. The whole world.
No, I'm talking about just for us locally. This is bring it down. We know where it came from, but it shut us down. We are a country that should have been prepared for this. It's not like we didn't know this wave was coming. This is a shame. Right. It's a shame. And when it comes to African Americans right now, people, I want y'all to understand, we have pre-existing conditions. We have high blood pressure. We have diabetes. Right. And what we don't have is health care. What we don't have is coverage, which is why our numbers are increasing this week and they're going to increase next week so crazy fast. It's going to blow our minds. It's unbelievable. And I think we have to understand that it is time, like me and Charlie was just saying, it's time to take care of ourselves because ain't no government taking care of us right now. It's time for us to be the true village.
Yeah, and you know what else? I think
take care of our babies.
And a lot of things is, you know, when people talk about the purge, I was watching this preacher the other day talk about the purge. You know, I also think it's a great time for us to remember. I mean, I had been working so much that I even forgot about, you know, I was working so hard that I think it's good to sit down. Although it's a scary situation, there's a lot of stuff that's really going on. But it is time to sit down, have a conversation with our kids. You know, my daughter didn't got on my nerves so much. It wasn't. I could go right in and right to my room, and you know, now it's almost like, you know, we're back to getting family together. So the purge is necessary. Eating healthy again. We got so you know, everybody want to have a cocktail and fast food or go to a nice restaurant. Now is the time to sit down, create some healthy meals.
Chop some vegetables.
Chop some vegetables. Look, Mama Mia, you heard her, right? Chop some vegetables. Really, I mean, you know, really clean your body, because a lot, especially for the African American community, we really don't know how to do that. So a lot of information that we're receiving right now is letting people know how to, which is good for me, because now I'm researching.
That's what I'm saying. It's time for us to take care of one another. And those who don't know, you teach. That's right. Charlie Mack, you talking to people all over the world right now. You know, how are your friends doing? What's going on with Will? I know you've talked to Will by now.
What? Well, fortunately, unfortunately, Will, he walks a different walk. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Will's the type of person, fortunately, he's in a position where he can afford to hire or consult with the best of the best of the best of the best. And so he's getting data from them. And his understanding is, as he gave it to me the other day, was 60% of the population will get the coronavirus. So that means mostly everybody's going to get it. But it's just a matter of how it affects everybody.
Right.
So probably 1 to 3% will actually be fatal.
Right.
Right. So for him, his thing is, and he's saying, you know, with his daughter, he got to keep her calm because she's like a germaphobe to the maximum. And Will's walking around all through the property, just living his life. Because again, the way he understands it is that, again, if you take care of yourself, if you're not putting your hand in your eyes, your nose, your mouth, touching surfaces, if you're washing your hands, washing your hands, washing your hands, washing your hands, washing your hands. If you do that, then you'll be relatively safe. It's really the people that actually are in bad shape are people that have the pre-existing, conditions.
And
so those are the people I'm saying that you really got to be concerned about. But that's why when you talked about her daughter coming in and out the house, it's like, yes, she'll be fine, but you're not thinking about your grandmother. And that's really what the issue is at. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important, because
it's really that deep. I mean, you have to wipe off all the common areas over and over again. You won't be. I saw this video on contact contamination. The sister she put paint on her rubber gloves just to show how we react when we're in the store.
I see that.
Did you see that? And somebody calls you, and now it's on your phone, and then you're back, and now you're gonna touch your face with it, and then without even knowing, you did like this to your face, and there it is. And you're right, Charlie. While we're talking about all this tragic death and loss, there are a lot of people who survive this virus. There are plenty of people coming out of the hospital and whatnot. If you're going to be one of those 60% that get it, be one that survives it. That's what I say our mindset should be right now.
Affion.
He's so cool.
What's your position about it? How you feeling about this whole COVID-19?
A healthy body can't get sick.
Healthy body can't get sick. Okay.
You can say that again, bro.
So you're pretty much. You're pretty much on all your herbs. You're pretty much. I know you work out like crazy. You know,
every night
in terms of your food.
Every night, just for fun, I chop.
He said just for fun.
Just for fun, because I love it now. Okay. I chop up ginger root, about 12 little discs. Ginger root, turmeric root, a stalk of cinnamon stick.
Okay.
And I boil that up on slow boil for about 30 minutes. And I make a tea. I make a nice tea of about a cup of water or whatever in a nice glass kettle. I don't use anything, any plastic or whatever, or metal. In a glass kettle. And I use local honey from my environment because I have allergies too. But yeah, just staying nutritioned up, herbed up. And I don't smoke weed, so different type of herb.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much my method, is to stay ingesting the right shit.
Right.
Do you do that on a regular, or is that your regular lifestyle, or
Every
is that
night.
something that you've been doing since
Every
this
night.
virus?
And I'm not a vegan, so I don't have a completely sterile lifestyle as far as my diet. Like I eat meat, I'm carnivorous, but I do eat a lot of asparagus and salads and stuff like that too.
A lot of greens.
I try to keep a regimen of consistently healthy eating, so I don't have to play backtrack whenever if something should happen. That's normally what people do, is you tear your body down with alcohol and you fill it with processed foods and breads and flours and all kind of stuff like chemicals inside of your body. And when you get an ailment, your body's not fighting it off fast enough. So you liable to be ending up in the bed faster than somebody else. So if you keep your body healthy, you chances are you're not going to get sick because your body's already fighting it on a regular basis. It's used to fighting off the impurities.
That's great that you have that mindset. How are the folks around you? How is your family reacting? Do you have any young children who are not taking this serious?
No. I'm
you have none around you. Everybody around you is acting correct.
I'm not saying they all acting correct. My family's on the East Coast, so you know I have family and friends out here. But I'm out here.
I'm sure you're talking to them. I mean, do you have any young knuckleheads that you got to lecture right now?
Oh yeah. My nephews, you know, I'm gonna send you the link to it. Running through the sprinkler yesterday in North Carolina, and I had to tell them like, look, it's not a game right now.
Right.
You run around with your shirt off, and I know you feel like it's warm out there, but there's something in the air right now. And if you walk around with your pores open and you wet and all that, like this ain't summertime, this ain't a game, this isn't vacation. You gotta chill out and make sure you stay in the house and not, you know, I know he wanna ride his bike. He's 9 years old, so he wants to get out and do boy stuff.
Sure
but at the end of the day, I tell my family to turn off the news, like get the updates that we need that are essential. Like at midnight, we all in LA have to drive around with masks on. So if they don't see you with a mask, they can start finding you. Wherever you go out of your house, you have to have a mask on, mandatory now.
Yeah.
But outside of that, don't let that shit get into your minds. Turn the news off because they start saying things. And now you start walking around your house subconsciously looking for those symptoms like a hypochondriac in your body. You're like, you know what? My throat do feel a little scratchy. I do feel.
Did I just cough? What was that cough? Why did I cough? Exactly.
So your mind can make you sick. If you ingest all of their shit, your mind can make you sick. So just keep your mind peaceful, keep your body healthy, and we got this, man. We fought flus every year. We fought SARS, mad cow disease.
Right.
We've been through a lot of shit. It's just this is
something unknown. This is something we don't have a vaccine for. That's the problem right there, brother.
Yeah,
this is something we can't control. Yeah,
right.
It's not a good look at all.
So
what you doing down there, young boy?
Can
we hear you?
Brass Cash. What's up, Brass Cash?
What's up, man? What's going on, brother?
It's a pleasure to be with you guys first and foremost.
What's going on? How you feeling, brother? Welcome to the party.
One of the greatest lyricists ever.
Say that again, greatest lyricist ever.
One of them. Thank you, Charlie Back. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For real, though. What's going on with you, man?
Out there?
I'm pretty much taking it the same way as everybody else. It's definitely serious. I haven't lost anybody personally close to me, but I do have friends of friends. You know, Scarface is you know, a big brother of mine, so you know my heart goes out to him. You know, he's fighting through it. But honestly, I actually volunteer at a nonprofit, so I'm kind of dealing with it head on every day. I'm kind of you know, I kind of have to deal with people that are coming out of jail, rehabbing, with drug addiction problems and all that. So we have to wear the mask and all that. So I kind of deal with it weekly. I'm an essential worker.
I love it. He said, I'm an essential worker. I know that, brother, but that's cool. You out in your community making a difference, man. I love that.
Yeah. It's hard getting into their heads that you know, they have a blackout period and then they're allowed to go out and you know, for like an hour. But some of them disappear and go off and do drugs, and you know, there's no judgment on that. But we try to explain to them like,
this ain't the time for all that.
This ain't the time for that, bro. And you
this
got a
ain't the
mom
time for
and you
all
got
that
a kid, and if you run in here and get the coughing on everybody, we're gonna have to lock you up and put you somewhere. So it's been interesting.
Yeah, and now you locked in the cell, and that's really not 6 feet. Yeah, so try that on for size.
Yeah, so it's been interesting dealing with it from that
wow,
you know,
that has to be very interesting.
Yeah.
How often do you do that?
I was doing it just kind of, my buddy would hit me because he runs it for like, kind of like once a week, but it kind of just turned into, I didn't have nothing to do, but it's the Friday thing. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do.
You ain't got no job.
I rap and tap when I feel like it. And then I do it now. I've been doing it like 5 times a week, like kind of just recently, like the past couple of weeks. So I'm kind of. It's a different world for me. I'm getting a different perspective, and it is something I always wanted to do. Is be a little more helpful.
It's rewarding. It should be rewarding, brother. That's good work. That's real good work.
Yeah, it's positive.
That's real good work. Charlie Mack.
If we can for a minute, I just want to send a shout out to all the brothers and sisters that's incarcerated right now and to their families.
That's right.
Because I know they're worried about their family. I know they worry about their family members that's incarcerated. And I seen a video, and I'm sure y'all seen it at this point. It was very disturbing because it was in federal prison. His brother's in federal prison. He was actually recorded on his iPhone, and he was saying that brothers are in there actually has the COVID-19, and they're actually dying right now, and they're within feet of them. Like the guy was going up to him. And he said they had a tent out on the basketball court where they were just taking bodies out there. So I just want to send a shout out to every brother and sister that's incarcerated all over the country.
That's right.
Just let you know what I'm saying. Again, everybody on here, I'm sure I can speak for everybody, you in our prayers.
That's right.
Most definitely. I had a local city council aboard Kurt Jones, and they were talking about here in Philadelphia how they're trying to get the non-violent offenders out during this crisis and put them on some kind of house arrest because it's just that real. It's getting bad on the inside of those bars for our brothers.
Yes, recycled air. I mean, it's deadly in there. Like I'm coming from a person that's been there, done that. You're dealing with recycled air. It's not the cleanest place ever, and you're boxed in, and they're stacking people on top of each other. So it's a very inhumane place to be, especially under these kind of conditions. With COVID. Sure. Yeah.
Daddy O in the building.
What up,
Daddy
son?
O in the building.
Daddy
What up? My light keep going in and out.
Why man come back to us?
Yeah, my light keep going in and out.
Turn around and face.
What are you doing?
Turn your whole situation around and face the sun, bro.
Yeah, I'll try that. Ain't no real sun.
Yeah, I try that.
Let's see.
Look how dope hip hop is.
Is that better? That's a little better.
Yeah,
right?
ain't it though, Charlie?
Yeah.
Look how dope that is.
Go Crockett, go Crockett, go.
I'm a producer. I know this shit.
That's what's up.
Daddy O, it's your biggest fan. You know how I feel about you, boo. You know the virus has got to leave because you got to come back and do my anniversary yet again.
And I'm coming back too.
You got to,
ready.
yo.
We ready. We ready. We just went overseas. We tightened it up. Show a lot better now.
Oh, what do you mean a lot better, man? It was flies, I don't know what. Ain't nothing like my hip hop and my drums. You know, I'm a straight fan.
It's always about getting better. After you look at these young guys like Kendrick and Kanye and all them on the stage, I gotta beat them too.
Oh, I know that's right. Quick, you better get your weight up, Daddy O. That's what I'm talking about.
They can't run like me though. They ain't got enough breath. Most of them ain't got enough breath. Busta got the breath.
Busta definitely got the breath.
The rest of them they be losing their breath. Jay only got the breath because he just walk on stage. Nas got the breath. He just walk on stage. I run all the way across. You see how I do? I run all the way across and back.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Check the pedigree. I'm there.
The band is called as T. What?
I'm always.
How you doing? How's the family?
Everybody's good. It's interesting, but it's good. It's challenging. The only thing that's not challenging is that I have an 11-year-old and we've been homeschooling anyway, so this is nothing to us.
Oh, so there's no real serious change for your child?
There's actually no changes except for the school she goes to. She's on campus 2 days a week, so we're using Google Classroom to upload the assignments, but that's it.
Okay. You're blessed to have that because we have to explain to a lot of these children who are used to going into their classrooms every day that, school is just over. It just came to a complete halt. That's a hard thing for a child to have to deal with. So you're blessed in that way. How are you on the staying in the house and separating from everyone?
I'm good with that. I always been good with that. Even when I used to, Charlie know, when I used to be on the road, I was separated from Stat. So
hey, listen.
That's my style.
That's your style.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy-O.
Yes, sir.
Daddy-O.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want to make sure, you know what I mean, we make sure you got Brother Razcaz on. We got Craig G just came in. Freeway just came in. We got Yo-Yo. We got AFFION, CROCKET, and the Queen Lady B is on the line.
Oh, yeah, Razcaz
Hip-hop's
owed me a
finest.
verse, man. Yo, Razcaz owed me a verse. He told me he was going to give me the verse. Then he put his album out, and then I ain't hear nothing from him.
Well, what's up with that, Raz? How you going to do my boy like that?
As soon as he got on the phone, I was like, it clicked. I'm like, I owe him a verse.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm like, wow, I need to hurry up and get that done. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Daddy.
you might want to do that.
You got that. You got that, sir. Immediately. I think I wrote it too. I just only forgot to record it. My bad. I will handle it. And Yo-Yo, I gotta holler at you about self-destruction too.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah. And Craig G gonna teach me some rhyme stuff.
Nah, man. No, I'm not, man.
You said no, you're not.
Nah. I can't get on
Freeway level. I can't get on Freeway level, so I ain't even gonna ask him.
I'll learn from him though.
Hey, listen, you got that automatically.
You know,
you got that automatically. Listen, that's in your email.
Them Philly.
What'd you say, Charlie?
I said Freeway's verses in the email. That's one thing about Free. He get Free, Lil Wayne, and Snoop. I think they give out more verses than anybody.
Oh, that's what's up. All right,
I got you ASAP.
I think Freeway write a verse every half hour.
He probably wrote one just now.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes ago.
He always ready.
Yo, Freeway, how you feeling, baby?
I'm good. God is good. Everything's coming along good.
How's your health? I thought about you during these trying times, you know, with your recent history of dealing what you're dealing with, man. How you feeling?
I appreciate the love. I feel good, man. Everything's coming along good. I'm just staying in the house as much as I can because being as though I got a transplant, I take immunosuppressant pills, so my immune system is a little lower than everybody else's, so I got to be extra cautious.
I know that. That's why I was extra cautious about you, thinking about you. I was just thinking about you yesterday, as a matter of fact. I got a brother, friend of mine who's dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with, and it made me think about you. So I'm glad that you're feeling good. You're staying still, right?
Thank you. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. All right.
You definitely in my prayers always.
Yeah, but that ain't slow them bars down, Doug.
I was ready to say just stay in the house and write them
bars is on deck.
Probably got encyclopedia right
You said, hey, Free. Hey, Free.
Who said he got encyclopedia right now? Who said that?
He ain't sick as them bars, huh?
Bars on go. I've been dropping freestyles like every other day.
Have you been doing it?
Yeah, they on my Instagram page. Y'all can go check them out when y'all get a second.
What's Instagram?
Philadelphia Freeway.
Oh, that's what he's
looking for you.
Hey, Free, Free, you know Yo-Yo?
I love Yo-Yo. I just shot a Yo-Yo out on the new album.
Cool out, cuz.
No, not like that. I'm a fan, man.
Listen to Charlie. You can't tell people how to act. Sit down.
Yo, when I seen Yo-Yo pop up, I was like, oh shit, that's Yo-Yo.
You see everybody.
You gotta love her. You gotta love her. So man,
don't play with my Yo-Yo. I don't play about my Yo-Yo. It's the remix. I don't play about my Yo-Yo. That's the remix right there. 2020.
Can we rewind back to the self-destruction too? Daddy-O, did you say that? Is that going to be a thing?
Oh, it's already a thing. So this time around, the first thing I did was enlisted the producers, and they seem to continue to keep growing. So right now it's DJ Premier, Easy Mo B, Pete Rock, KG from Naughty by Nature, Tramp.
Oh my God, I love KG. I love Naughty.
Yo,
Pete Rock, Marley, because Marley's my sis man. Marley's my sis man. Rockwall is down.
Wow.
I just enlisted Ron Browse, and Eric Sermon called me. So I gotta do the Eric Sermon. And somewhere in my belly, I know Diamond.
All the golden era. You got the whole.
Getting ready to say that is just what?
And AFFION got some bars too. Listen, AFFION got some bars too, so y'all know.
Hey, yo, time
Affion
out.
got bars.
Time out. Let me just say this. I'm gonna just be silent for the rest of this joint because I learned from everybody on this screen, and I salute all of y'all. Craig, Free, you already know what it is. Raz, Daddy Yo, Stetsasonic, Yo. This is crazy. I'm a kid in the candy store right now.
Yeah, I feel the same way, yo.
What about me? Hey, fam, what about me?
Nah, except
I'm honored to be on this joint, for sure.
Lady B got more bars than you.
Don't pay Charlie no mind. Don't even.
Lady B got more bars than you, Charlie.
Listen, y'all know that Lady B made the first hip hop record, female hip hop record. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, don't throw me under the bus with that. Yo, Biz was on getting ready to DJ and was playing it. I'm like, if you play it one more time, I'm gonna punch you right in your head. Don't you play it no more. That's all right though. That's all right. I did my little corny hip hop song, but I put all y'all on though.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I opened all them doors for all y'all.
I know one
real. Playing my record when I was like in the 7th grade, man. That's all.
Did you say you was playing it in the 7th grade?
I said thank you for playing my record when I was in the 7th grade.
When you were in the 7th grade, man. Look, it was my pleasure.
Shout rap. I started in Philly through pop art, so you know.
You know, I remember that show that Charlie just did. That reunion was everything.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Did you enjoy that as much as we did, man? That reunion was everything.
We was gonna do another one. We gonna work it out though.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as this madness is over, man.
Or you gonna have to do it on Zoom.
Right? Yeah. But see, everybody's in different states though. So yeah, we'd have to do it on Zoom.
Yeah.
Kwame did something the other day that was kind of dope.
Yeah, Kwame did that. I saw that he called everybody and he did one. That was kind of fire.
Doing another one, I think, too. It might be
that was
on
super
Saturday.
ill.
I'm not sure. Chubb Rock won that one, though. He was like in the back with some mountains. He had an old boom box. He had on a fur. I was like, all right, Chubb. He's really doing it
we
right now.
We get Chubb on one of these joints. He's always extra.
Oh, you bad, Chubb. Oh, this is the introduction.
But it's a dope
Yo,
concept.
that's my man,
one song and then you out. So it's like a dope concept. It keeps moving. So I know Shantae, Special Ed, a bunch of other people was on this. So I think he's doing another one.
Yeah, he said he's gonna do another one. Chubb is my man though. He called me Lady Sucking Lutter. Yo, Lady Sucking Lutter. What's up?
Nah, Chubb showed out, man.
Yeah.
Chubb showed out. He had like the old boom box. It was like a mountain in the back. I don't know where he was at.
Wow.
I gotta check that
joint out, man.
Yeah, he was.
Oh no, you have to. It was everything.
Yeah.
It was everything. You know how creative Kwame is. This.
I seen Kwame promoting it, but I missed the actual joint.
It's perfect for him because he's so creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwame.
We got Chill Mitchell in the building. We got Chill Mitchell in the building.
G-O-G.
Chill.
What's up, Chill?
That ain't my man right there.
Yo, Chill, you owe me a check, man.
I'm on Zoom with a bunch of legends. I'm gonna be back in a second.
Oh yeah, we doing this thing, man.
Chill Boogie, what up, man? You want
hey, yo, man,
y'all stop filming?
Earlier, bro, but I was out there on my bike, man, with Charlie hit me, man.
You were out on your bike. What are you doing?
I rock the slingshot. I ain't no bike, you know, the slingshot.
I saw it. I follow you on social media. I'm wondering why you're outside and not in the house, sir.
No, I don't go nowhere. I take a nice little ride. I go to the park. I go by the lake, and then I come back home.
Okay, just checking. Make sure
you're around yourself.
Yo, man, it was so nice seeing you in Atlantic City, man. I hugged you so tight. I love you so much, man. I was so good to see you for real, though.
Yeah, you know, it blew my mind when I saw you. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it is.
I was getting in the car and somebody said, yo, Lady B, is that you? I turned around, I screamed. That man thought we were crazy, though.
I gotta let you know how good you still look. It's like 30 years later.
Tell Charlie Mack I'm still a joint. Charlie! Chill. Tell Charlie again. Yo, tell Charlie again, because he always tell me I used to be a joint. Tell him I'm still a joint.
You still a joint.
Thank you, baby. You heard him, Charlie. You heard him.
You definitely still a joint.
Yo, tell him again. Look, tell Charlie again.
That's
nobody a joint like my girl Yo-Yo, though. Yo-Yo, let me tell y'all about Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo said she had to get dressed for this and go get her hair and stuff together before she came on the video. I'm like, dang.
That's my Yo-Yo. Cool out, Chill.
No, that's my Yo-Yo. There you go, Charlie. There you hate.
Freeway always trying to shoot a shot. Hold on.
Charlie, when you gonna stop being a bully, man?
Charlie ain't never gonna stop being a bully.
He's never gonna stop being a bully. He's just not. It's in his nature. He can't help it.
Daddy, yo.
Yes, sir.
What's up, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Staying home.
Hey, yo, first of all, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell my story, y'all. Yo, y'all had a hit record, and then you helped break my record in Philadelphia.
Right.
The song is called "It Ain't Nothing Like Hip Hop Music."
Hip hop music.
Hey, yo, hold on. If you ever listen to it real good, that's Daddy O.
No,
yes, of course.
You know, I know.
Yo, see that's what you call being inspired by other artists.
That's right.
I was inspired by something in that. And that's what we
Every one of y'all on this screen has inspired somebody. That's right.
No doubt, you some of the greatest. And that joint made me famous, Daddy.
I get upset because they don't mention Stetsasonic enough. Like when they mention all the greats, man. Like yo, Stet was like,
hey, it ain't over, Free.
You ain't gotta tell me. As soon as I hear dun, I jump up out my seat. I don't care where I am.
He's nicer now than he was before.
Oh, I know I am. I be punching him right now.
Sure.
Might as well be a battle rapper right now.
Yeah, you ready, dog?
Battle rapper right now.
Just saying, he gotta keep up with the young boys.
Wow. Oh yeah. Always. It's all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's all hip hop.
16.
You know what I'm saying? It's all hip hop. So that's how I look at it. Like, you know, a lot of times people try to say the young people are not hip hop. I even had a friend tell me they shouldn't even call that hip hop. They should call it something else. But I'm like, those are our sons, whether they are badass sons or not. They still our sons.
Right.
Absolutely.
Future just my drug-induced son. I got to send the nigga to rehab.
Nah, you know what it is though. It's all hip hop, but it ain't all MCing.
It ain't all lyricism.
You're
It
right.
definitely ain't all lyricism.
Yeah, but
that's different kind of hip hop.
You know what though? Y'all two can say that because of what y'all do. I don't do that stuff y'all two do. Remember who I am. I'm not a lyricist. I'm a lyricist. He's funny.
You know what, though?
I met this girl and she had money. That's me.
Had money.
With words and all that. I don't do all that.
Listen, man. Listen. That's a part of MCing too, because with all of the like talking all that jazz, like how you was intertwined with the music, you got to be an MC to know how to do that, man.
For sure.
See, let me tell you, man. The thing is, when I'm from the Bronx, we wasn't rappers, we was rhymers.
Right.
Like, yo, you rhyme? You had to be a rhymer.
Huh?
I wasn't a rapper, we was rhymers.
Nah, because you had to keep the party going. That's why.
Charlie, take over for a minute. Somebody's outside my door.
Okay.
Charlie, Charlie Mack, this is a good thing you did, bro. I appreciate you calling me to do this, man. I mean, we need to do this very much more. You know what I mean?
Sure. Definitely appreciate you calling me and involving me in this, man.
This
be around all these legends
is
amazing, bro.
What I love is everybody I called, they said yes right away. That's what I love.
But that's what
I love
it. That goes to say who you are, bro.
And we've been knowing each other. We've been knowing each other for 30 years. You know?
I've been in a wheelchair for 20.
Ooh, yeah, because you knew me since I was like 10, Charlie. So.
What? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sure.
But listen, it's been nothing but love. I'm talking about throughout the decades. And guess what? You know what Tyler's in? Hip hop.
No doubt.
Sure.
I don't know if y'all ever went to Charlie Mack's All-Star Celebrity Basketball game when we used to play New Edition. Dog.
Nah,
y'all was babies, man. Y'all was babies.
When I first met Charlie Mack, Stetsasonic did a show at some club in Philly,
At the at the Castle Southwest.
And he gave us our money in a paper bag. I said, yo, this gonna be my nigga for life.
Got that money though.
Money in a
Hey,
paper bag.
Daddy-O. Hey, Daddy-O. I ain't tell you, let me talk to you on the side. I got you the money.
Right.
Yo, that's all right, man. Yo, Daddy-O, you in Atlanta, right?
No, I'm in Houston now. I was in Atlanta 3 years ago.
Oh, I knew you was in the A-Town, man. Well, yo, you know I'll be out in Austin because I do Fear the Walking Dead out there, man.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. I'm here, man. You know, I'm swift and changeable. You know, I don't know where I'm gonna be next year, but I'm in Houston now.
Well, hopefully, man, when we get back to production, man, you can slide out and just, hang out
Austin
with me
2
for a
hours
little
away,
bit.
man. Austin 2 hours away.
Yeah, all right, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
No question.
I think that's what we're all looking forward to, getting back together again.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Without a doubt. In the physical. We always is together in the mental. We got to get together in the physical.
In the physical, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Indeed.
I was watching battle raps earlier, and now they doing this thing where they're doing like battle raps from their house, like how we go on this phone right now.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a live battle rap with everybody in the crowd. I'm like, man, if it don't go back to that, it's gonna be crazy out here.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be crazy.
You need the people,
Right.
like you need to touch the people. Like that's important.
Right.
Yeah, that connection is so important.
Yeah,
We're gonna get back together. This too will pass, but we just have to be, each one teach one, hold each other up through these trying times. This is something we never thought we would see in our lifetimes. This is something new.
Yeah.
This is something just hit us like a tidal wave, and we all got to step up to the plate, look after ourselves and our families.
Oh my
and do
goodness!
right
Look
thing.
at this one here. Look at this one here.
Oh, it's late, but where were you, Dougie? Were you asleep? We all called you for like 10 hours. Where were you?
Yo, speaking of dogs,
You know what I
where's your damn shirt?
Me a verse.
Wow.
Dougie owe me something too.
He owe you something too?
Yo,
Daddy-O said all y'all. I know one thing. Y'all better give my man his
collected.
stuff.
Daddy-O collected right now.
Yo. I mean, like, yo, where these guys go? Yo, Daddy-O, I got you. Yo, Daddy-O, I got you. They be disappearing on me. I'll be like, yo, what happened?
Daddy-O, I got you. Razzcast got you. I'm telling you.
What about you, Dougie? What you got to say?
Huh?
Yeah, Doug, you ain't got no excuse now. You in the house.
Look, he just hiding his head in shame.
No, you know what? I'm trying to hear y'all. That's what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Daddy-O,
What's
Hey,
up?
Hey, Doug.
Yo.
Doug. Do not say nothing to Yo-Yo, whatever you do.
Where's she at?
you can say something to Yo-Yo if you want to. Charlie thinks he got Yo-Yo on lock. This is Yo-Yo.
Where's Yo-Yo?
I have to give everybody a disclaimer. Hey, Dougie, I have to give everybody a disclaimer. Do not play with my Yo-Yo.
I met Yo-Yo on the set of House Party. I know Yo-Yo.
Hey, you know how it go. You can't play with my Yo-Yo, man. Come on. You know that's
Y'all gonna fight over the Yo-Yo.
You know that's right. I gotta say it to you. I gotta say it to you. Damn,
Yo, while y'all
this is
fighting over Yo-Yo, I'll take lady.
Oh,
well, you know that's a whole
damn.
That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level.
Yo, look what we have to deal with. Look what sisters in hip hop have to put up with on a regular. On a regular. What we gonna do with them?
It's my first time doing this.
We just respect the queen. That's all. We respect the queens. That's all.
You know what? Y'all better.
I love it. I love it.
And we respect y'all for being the kings that you are too. Yo, Dougie, chime in.
Yeah.
How you living? What you doing? And where is your shirt?
Well, let me tell you. Big shout out to Ann Carley because I got this text and I was in the middle of working on this thing. You know, this ain't no downtime. This is official grind time. You know what I mean? So I was in here. And and Charlie tried to challenge me with the push-ups. So, I had to do maybe 100. I did 100 more before I got on here. I said, I got at least
I saw you making your Brussels sprouts and whatnot. I saw you.
Okay, come on. Hey, lady, when I'm in the kitchen, I'm Dougie's chef. Dougie Chef.
You know what? Yo, he was on his serious Rachel Ray, y'all. He was like, do you take the Brussels sprouts and you cut them like this? See, what's wrong? Y'all don't know how to cut them.
Lady, you gotta rinse them all. I'm like,
See,
you gotta cut them right. You gotta cut them right.
Dougie gotta get a gig now. He Rachel Ray. Get Dougie.
Look. And the crazy thing is that people said, where was the chopping block? But I just got this house.
I was going to text you like I'm mailing you your chopping block because your counter should have bleach on.
I need no, but the tables is brand new. Everything is new. All right, new and clean, Virgo. You know, Virgo.
I need you to send me the address so I can send you a chopping block. I'm gonna need it tomorrow.
Yo, Doug, though.
I'm going on Amazon. Matter of fact, tonight I'm gonna go order that joint for you tonight. I'm gonna get you that chopping block because I love you.
Lady will really do it, yo.
So when you add a pinch of salt, do you do this though? Do you do the
No. I don't put that. Well, if it's pink salt, if it's Himalayan salt.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, do you do it like that? Adrian? I don't know.
Oh wow! Himalayan salt,
right there.
Man,
What's so crazy is that Doug.
Hey Doug. As long as you don't cook no fish, I'm good.
Oh, stop it! You see that? You see what this is? Y'all don't even. I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into that.
It sounds like a personal argument.
Yeah, we got.
Daddy-O, what were you about to say, Daddy-O?
I said that the crazy part, Doug used to come to my crib in like 93. No, right. It was like 92. He used to like come to the house like 3 o'clock in the morning, cooking string beans and all of that.
That's right. And
I'd be downstairs in the studio. He'd be like, yo, and I go upstairs to the kitchen, man, where your pots at? I'm like, what are you talking about, man?
Yo,
I gotta cook my string beans.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, me and Daddy-O and his brother was up in there. You know what I mean? Before he became the lawyer, you know, we was in there. Come on, B, we got memories.
Dougie, you need to share with everybody what your diet regimen is because minus the Jerry curl, you look like you just shot B Street, man. What's going on?
Well, you know.
All the time
That's the
skin. Yeah, man.
Still, the Jerry curl is still in there. I just cut it down. No,
it's compact. It's compact.
Now you know what it is though. I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy, right? Back in the days when me and Daddy-O was at his house, and I would go by Kane house, and he talk about the vitamins and Heavy D, and I would be on the tour, and I would carry these bottles of Deer Park water. Everybody used to just get on me, but not in a bad way. We would joke about it.
Right.
But I told people a long time ago, which still stands today, that like with us, we don't have no hip hop health insurance.
Nah.
And you know, and in the words of Muhammad Ali, your endurance is your life insurance. Wow. You know what I mean? So the key is that I look at it like if I don't think about what I'm eating or think about what I'm drinking, you know, it's kind of like, and think about this, when we go to every gas station, every 7-Eleven, and if you observe what's in there is nothing in there that, I mean, you got to dig through everything to get you something that has any kind of nutritional value. You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, we grew up in the hood. We grew up on Kool-Aid, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
With extra sugar.
Right. Come on, you know that. But so to me, I feel like if we don't change it up, we're gonna check out diabetes, high blood pressure, you know, stress.
I gotta go deal with a phone call now. I lost a man to Corona, man. He had he was 300 pounds. And he just died.
I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. I'm sorry to hear
that. This video call, man. I love you, man.
Yeah, I love y'all too, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I call y'all, man. But like this happened like 20 minutes ago, man. It's Corona.
Man, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, bro.
My condolences.
My prayers, Chill.
No question.
Praying for you, man. All right, Chill.
Yeah.
So can I pose a question to the room?
What?
Yeah.
What is hip hop's responsibility moving forward after this? We can do one at a time.
I'll say this right now, and it shouldn't even just be with hip hop. I think it should be financial responsibility. I think a lot of dudes think that the money train comes forever and the money doesn't fluctuate, and they're not investing their money in good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, these dudes seem like good businessmen, but a lot of that stuff they don't own. And a lot of the stuff, you know, the whole brick of money in your hand, I'd be more impressed to see a black card than that. You know what I mean? So I just feel like hip hop should be, if anything, you're not going to tell nobody how to act. So you just got to explain to them how the money should be working for them, and it's generational wealth. Because I'm tired of GoFundMe pages when rappers pass away.
Yeah.
It's real. That's real. Well, I'll jump in next and say that I think that the ultimate responsibility of hip hop, because just this morning, DJ Hollywood, who for those who don't know, is the first actual rapper. I don't know if you can break the history down, or if ever we do another round talk table about it, I'll show you why. But DJ Hollywood was having some chest pains and he called me up. I mean, no, I called him up. My instincts told me to call him up, and he was saying, you know, he was feeling kind of rough. So I said, all right, well, if it gets crazy, then let's send an ambulance over there, because that might be the one, you know, you don't know. Because right now, even if you're sick, you don't want to go to the hospital in a way, because you don't know what you're going to walk into in the hospital.
Right.
And then if you're home and you're trying to self-medicate yourself, which is what we do all the time, you don't know if what you have is so strong that your self-medication ain't going to work for this one.
Because it's a respiratory thing, right?
Right.
Or it might exasperate it,
Exactly. So long story short, I feel like the responsibility of hip hop is for us to use the platform and the power that we have to make our people and all people aware of how important your health is. Because I think this is a wake-up call, because this disease is actually attacking most of the people that have any kind of respiratory problem. It's a heart problem, something with your lungs. And with us, you know, we live a particular way. And I think that we got to use the energy to make a difference and kind of make people more aware of why is it important to take care of yourself. And like Greg said just a minute ago, I always say your health is your wealth. And you get wealth from your health. That's the only way this thing works. Because you could be a billionaire, and you have this sickness in you, and you can't even enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You sitting there sick with all that money.
Steve Jobs' last quote before he passed away was basically what you just said, Doug. I got all this money. Steve Jobs.
Yes, sir.
I got all the money in the world, but I can't do anything for this. This money can't fight the cancer that's killing him.
Right.
Tell you what I think.
You know, and as a
I think that artists need to do next. Your question was again, Charlie?
What is hip hop's responsibility?
Okay, so here's what I think hip hop's responsibility is. Because not just hip hop, like you said, I think it's all of our responsibility. But I think that we need to just be more vocal. I think we have more legends than we have newcomers. I think that we have to make our presence be known. That we have to let our voice be heard. I only hear. I know it's rounded out, but I need to hear more from on the forefront and all this other stuff. That's what I think. I think because we know better, we do better. Of course, they don't respect us. They don't give a damn what we have to say. Because we have all legends on the line, I just think it's good that we just make sure our voice is heard. Stand up, show 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 up. Let your voice be heard. Show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. Because when you start speaking, they will listen. Charlie Mack is great at that. Lady B is large for that. Dougie D, big for that. I mean, everybody here, but just more for people who are listening. More. They don't want But once we start talking, they listen.
They do.
I'll chime in and say this. And Roscos is with me on this. I think we need to make more records.
Yes, sir.
Can I get a beat that don't sound like the 80s?
Between 2016 and now, I probably made like 6 albums, and I got like, I don't know, maybe 5 in the can. Like, here's my point. My point is that we got probably more to say now than we ever did. But when I speak to my peers about rhyming, a lot of times guys are discouraged kind of based on the market. And I think that's corny. Like, I think that's real. Like, I tell them all the time, and you see it in my interviews, I'm nicer now than I ever was. Like, I'm ready for J. Cole and JID and whoever. YB and Corday, come with it. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my heroes are much better than them. like lyrically, Roscos is one of my heroes. You'll see it in my records. You'll hear me talk about him, all of that.
Thank you.
One of my lyrical heroes. So I'm not studying you because that's my hero. Like, my hero will eat you alive. So if he was in a room, I gotta, even though he's younger than me, I gotta show him that I could do this. So my point is, I realized this when I started doing these records again in 2016. I started getting all this respect. And the reason is, it's not like they don't like Daddy-O, the philosopher, the teacher, the lecturer. It's not like they don't like that guy, the producer, but they know me from rapping. That's how they know me. They know me, they know me from rapping, not the young people, but most people know me from rapping. So when I started rapping again, I started getting respect. And I'll give you one example before I close out. If you look at what happened with Chuck and them, and this whole fiasco with Flavor and the Bernie Sanders and all of that, once Chuck dropped the album, everybody shut up.
And I just talked to him the other day. He's about to do that.
That's the power. That's the power of what we do to rhyme.
You know the big problem with that, though, is the biggest problem with that is a lot of artists from our era let the market discourage them. And because I still put out music, man, and I still do a lot of shows only because, you know, if you look at the market and you only focus on that, you don't realize that there's a lot of people our age that still want to hear from us and hear the issues we're talking about.
I was about to say that. You just have to reconfigure how you get it to your masses, to the people who want to hear your bars.
Because I'm not competing.
I don't think that there's so much discouraged. We just don't know how to reinvent the marketing of it. And once we get a grip on that, y'all can keep on doing what you're doing. It's just it's not, the days are going to come into Lady B to get her to play it on the radio, and that's how you get your stuff out. Look at this technology. We're having a conversation with each other. There's so many other ways to do that.
Yeah, playing field even. So you can find your own lane, but the thing is, a lot of artists from our era, one, you got to stop competing with these dudes. We're not in that lane anymore, but we still have a lane, and you have to understand that you have to attack it if you still want to be artistic. And that's all I've been doing. Like, you know, I put out an album every 2 months.
All right, let's get back to the question at hand. Everybody answer. Raz, what do you think hip hop's responsibility is?
I would say, I mean, I agree with what everybody said. I feel to add on to that, I really do feel like we don't respect our historians. They don't do that to rock and roll. They don't do it in basketball. Like, it's a privilege to be around all you guys and not, you know, I watch younger dudes have no appreciation for all the contribution before them. And I think what we should be saying as artists, period. I know everybody's place ain't to teach or preach or whatever, but I think it is important that we at least we empower our people. We're 99% consumers as Black people, so that's a horrible place for us to be. If we were a business, we'd go upside down in the first month. We never make it towards a year. So we generate so much money and then we give it to everybody else, and we don't even own our own. We don't own hip hop, like, you know. And I think that's, you know, who's creating the outlets. I almost feel like it's our responsibility to own this, because we'll end up like jazz and country western and everything else and there'll be a whole bunch of other faces that don't care about us. And that's kind of what's happening with the new.
So our responsibility is to learn and get it right.
Yeah.
I hear you. All right, who didn't we hear from? We heard from everybody. No, Freeway. What do you think hip hop's responsibility?
We got Freeway.
I feel like hip hop responsibility is to give people reality through our experiences, through things we went through. You know what I mean? Things that we experienced in our life. Like what I went through with the kidney failure. You know, I'm the ambassador for the National Kidney Foundation. I do talks, you know, about maintaining good kidney health, and you know, I speak about it in my music. And that's what I did throughout my whole career. Like everything that I talked about was my reality. Even like one of my biggest.
I give you that. That's right.
That's my reality. I give people my reality and things that I've been through, and I feel like that's important for us to do.
Substance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the fact that he said it was his reality, because we have so many people dropping bars that ain't real for shit. So I respect that MC. With all that said, I'm going to chime in and say that I think that hip hop's responsibility is to represent, like most of you just said, each one teach one. And if we are a community of hip hoppers, let's come together, let's make a difference, because we are the true triple OGs that we are. And it is our responsibility to drop those jewels on those who come behind. As far as not respecting your elders, that's something we're going to have to demand from young brothers and sisters. We just can't let them, you know, get away with all, get out of here, oh, here. We ain't playing that. We have to and let them know that the shoulders that they stand on are right here. And we got to reiterate that constantly, because we got a hard head, a generation out there. And dealing with this COVID-19 right now, we can't even get them to sit still and stop playing basketball. So it is about communication. It's about leading by example. It's nothing else. I want y'all all to know that it's always best to lead by example. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say on the end of it. Charlie, how long is this going on? Because we're just the only ones on it. We've never done this before. Charlie got me into this too. I haven't been off of work yet, by the way, y'all. I broadcast live from my crib. So I've been on the air for 6 hours today. And right when I wanted to sit down and get a sandwich, Charlie called me and said, call me on this joint. I'm like, what?
Lady B.
Yeah. Yes.
I think Mr. Crockett wanted to say something.
Okay.
I'll say this real quick. As a fan, I'm a product of everybody on this screen. Like I started beatboxing when I saw Doug in B Street. I started b-boying because of Rocksteady and New York City Breakers battling in B Street. That's a Sonic. I used to wear the shirts and get my flat top and lyricism from Raz Kaz and Craig G. I ain't get shit from Charlie Mack, but we already know what that.
Well, Charlie Mack is the first out the limo, so you know,
First out the limo.
there you go. That's all you really got to say about
That's all he did was get out the damn limo and went out. And
That's all he needed to do. That's my man.
Right.
Charlie Mack ain't got to do nothing. That's my man. Period.
He get out the limo and stand his big ass in the way and don't move.
Charlie don't
He
do
just
shit.
scared people standing there. He just stand there. His stature be imitated.
He be standing there and people just be nervous. Like,
Okay, yeah, it's just intimidating. He just. I asked him that when I interviewed him. Like, Charlie,
but it's all brotherly love, though.
it wasn't even like he was a tough boy when we was coming up. It was just that he was so darn big. And if he did, you were scared of him. All he had to do was just keep a scowl on his face and stand there.
He know how to put the look on his face.
Yeah.
That Philly hard. Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
But go ahead, Ace, finish your statement, Ace.
I'm gonna do it as you, Charlie. Here's what I'm saying, baby. Look, baby. Look, listen.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, baby. Listen, baby.
I love it.
Wow.
You got that.
I love it. I love it. Kane do the same thing to me.
But no, here's the point I was making is because I was influenced by y'all, it created who I am today. And I am a person who embodies hip hop in everything I do, from comedy to music to just living my life, because I was influenced by what I call positive images. Run DMC put out my Adidas. I wanted to rock Adidas. You know what I mean? When Kane and Scoob and Scrabble did anything, I wanted to just dance. I wanted to have a hot top fade. So think hip hop's responsibility right now is to actually put the message back in the music and influence people in a positive way.
That's right. I
Kids
like
are
that.
listening to everything we doing. So if all people talking about is drugs and popping bottles, that's all they're gonna be doing. They're not gonna be thinking about nutrition and health and working out.
We
and
need
all
to
that.
say
So
some different shit. Hey,
we need
Don, I
to-
just wanted to say real quick that my second gold album that I ever got from you is right behind me on the wall. Right here, my Dougie
I
Fresh.
I
It's like one of
appreciate
my
that.
most prized possessions.
I
You don't
appreciate
hang all
that.
of them up, but you made the wall, man. It's like it's my life. It's my.
You know, if you make the wall
I
with
hurt
ladies,
somebody
then-
over that, John.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I want to chime in on one thing about the hip hop thing. You know, I come from a time where, you know, you would have the message, but you would also have fun, and you could do both of them. You don't have to do just one. You don't have to do just one. And I mean, and the other thing is that it's the lifestyle. You know, see, a lot of the younger brothers and sisters, their lifestyle is what's getting them, because between the lean, the pills, the alcohol mixed with the weed, and the shrooms and whatever else they taking, you're seeing a lot of these deaths, man, of our younger brothers and sisters. And even if you listen to the music, and Daddy-O and all of y'all know this as a producer, the music kind of describes the energy that we living in. So if you have music where it has this kind of like low tone frequency to it, and it's just monotone, and it just stays in that one place, a lot of it is
like
because,
that high. That's right.
Yeah, you know, you sitting in the studio and sometimes you hearing stuff and you so high, you think it's hot because all your voice is high too.
If you could
I mean?
decipher the lyrics, a lot of it is really depressing.
Yeah, and that's right. And that's why even with that kid from Juice World, God bless that young brother, but he was very talented. But if you listen to a lot of the songs now, a lot of these younger brothers and sisters is talking about suicide.
That's
you know
what I'm saying.
And that's
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, they don't have no self-love.
No, but listen to
They ain't
this.
being a
Listen to
fan
this.
club of one.
No, but listen to this. I said this for years, that rappers they be prophesizing. Literally,
you definitely did. You definitely did.
Yeah.
And he started talking about how he wanted to kill himself and all of these different things. And then here it is. He was in a situation, he panicked, and then that's what happened to him. And I feel like there's one responsibility that I think we should take on here, and I gotta agree with Yo-Yo, is that I think that we gotta talk to him more. You know, we gotta sometimes get around the ego of some of the younger brothers and sisters, because they think the money is what makes them, you know, special, or sometimes the accolades or somebody screaming for them. I mean, we done seen all of that. Right, we've seen it all. But I think but I'm gonna tell you something. I think when you come at them correctly, they listen. They listen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember Rick Ross. Rick Ross was like, me and him had a conversation about his health, because when I heard he was having seizures, and we both performed at FAMU. So I went into his dressing room, and I had on some Gucci shoes or something on it. He said, "Oh man, look at Dougie, you still fresh. You got that Gucci. You got this. You got." And I was like, "Yeah, man." Nah, I said, "Yo, Ross." I said, "You know how we like to dress." I said, "But I'm concerned with your health." And Ross was like, "Yeah, man. You know, I got to think a little bit more about that." And then after we had that conversation, he lost weight and he got himself together and he stopped having seizures. Sometimes a little conversation goes a long way. So I try to do it every time I run into brothers, man. I try.
Those are the jewels I'm talking about dropping. Jewels just like that.
Yeah. It's real, man. It's real. Because we know too much. We know too much to let them get away with it. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with the ego thing, like you said, because I go to certain schools after certain shows, and when you talk to like these junior high school kids, the first thing is like an insult. And they be like, "You ain't Future," but you got to ignore that and keep talking to them.
Exactly.
And I start explaining to them, this is how I always get them. I'll be like, "What's your favorite rapper?" And as soon as they say it, I'll be like, "He's not as rich as you think."
Right.
Quiet.
Because they think that. And they just
Yeah.
have that one track mind.
And then I
But I
start
saw the video. Yeah, okay. So let me tell you the truth now.
Yeah, but a lot of times the ego will make you stop wanting to spread the message because if they don't look like they listening. But I agree with what Yo-Yo said too. Sometimes you might have to just beat them in the head like your own kid.
You gotta get up in their face. You do.
Yeah, you gotta just keep pushing it. Yeah, yeah.
They are
kids. Yeah, and we gotta be patient too, you know, because
and that's again where the ego come in. You gotta just be
ego,
like, all right.
The ego is a tough thing to fight, not just for them, but for us.
Yeah.
Because some of us are wrapped up in the ego. Some of us don't want to get on a talk or line like this with each other because of our ego. Some of us feel like we're better than the other to not be kicking it with each other.
Exactly.
Right. So
and what I've been
the
saying
ego
this
is
whole
the
time,
monster throughout everything. And if you can't control the ego, you stop a lot of things from happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because the ego, there's a good ego and a bad one.
Yeah.
A lot of people get caught up in the bad one and it destroys them.
Yeah.
Most artists, if you study them, if you study most artists, most of them took a L because of their ego.
And been chasing the same thing forever. And what I'm saying right now is, I've been saying this for the longest since this was going on. You got to watch who this doesn't humble because none of it matters right now.
Wait, which guy? What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said you got to watch. You got to watch who the situation doesn't humble a little bit because right now your money, none of it matters right now while this is going on.
Everybody's on the same plane.
We on the same. Yep.
Rich, poor, black, white, young, old, everybody right here with this.
And you know why? Because the package that you're sitting home in your in your house on the hill waiting for gotta come from the UPS guy.
Right.
You got it from another guy who's the smaller guy who was the one taking the packages off of the truck. And then that guy who packed it touched the package too. So now it's going all the way up to the mansion. And now you have the same ability to catch the same disease that's affecting everybody else.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We all on the same
playing field is the same.
You know what I think you should do?
What's that?
I think, Dougie, you know how you do your challenge? I think you should challenge like 5 artists to challenge up and coming artists or something to do the same thing that you're doing. I think that if we keep passing it down.
Oh, that's a dope idea.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a dope idea.
That they have somebody that they feel like, okay, this is a legend, but they don't want them to feel like when I do my West Coast Wednesdays, I have to tell them, don't just keep sending me old school. I want new school, you know, and because I get the same thing. But if I had more of my generation to recommend some younger talent, I think it'd be good. I think if all of us, whatever we're doing during this time, if we use this time to show love, to use our relationships, to use our resources, to show these young people love, what they feel like. We came in the game feeling like we couldn't bridge the gap, and that they had too much to say about us. Oh, we on drugs. Oh, this is gangster rap. If we use our situation right now and show some love, when we come out of here, you'll have a lot more younger people who fuck with you who will say, oh no, you know what? He introduced me to so-and-so. Yo-Yo saw me. So-and-so saw me. This person saw me. And then it'll just trickle down because when I get people to come back to me and say, oh, Auntie Yo-Yo jumping in my arms, and I'm in Florida at a grocery store, and I don't even remember, they say, oh, I was in your school. It's because you do that kind of stuff. So I think that if we do stuff like that and start challenging not just us, but telling Yo-Yo, bring me 3 artists that I challenge them to eat with a coconut for a week.
That's right. I show them how to cut the coconut.
There you go with Dougie and that coconut.
I show them how to cut the coconut.
That coconut went viral.
Yo, Dougie, you have been my relief. I'm telling you, I just go in my phone to see what you did so I can get my smile on again. You're hilarious.
Somebody said the coconut went viral. I didn't even know that.
You're crazy.
This is my first time being on one of these things right
Me too, dog. Me too. I never did this before. This is dope, and we have to do it again. I will let you know that.
No,
9:20, we're wrapping up in 10 minutes. I do want to say that this new technology is dope. This was
really is.
To sit here and talk to all these talented people on my computer. This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on here with you, lady.
Information so I can contact everybody. Can I get everybody's information?
Yeah, get it from Charlie. Got everybody info.
Yeah, you got.
Yep.
So hey, listen, you know you got my info. You know you got my info.
Listen.
Charlie ain't giving Yo-Yo none of our numbers.
Sure ain't. He ain't gonna give none of y'all numbers to Yo-Yo. He's not. That's okay. I have her number, y'all. I got y'all. Don't even worry.
Listen to this. So Doug, I don't wanna spoil it, Doug, because you may want to introduce yourself. But Yo-Yo's talking about a challenge. I've been helping you out with something for the last couple of days. I don't know if you want to introduce it as far as a challenge, or are you ready to talk about it?
Well, you mean what we did, what me and you just did with everybody? You talking about that?
Yes.
Okay, real quick, because she only got 6 minutes now, because 10 is over.
That's perfect for Dougie Fresh.
That's exactly Fresh.
Right. But I'm only going to take one.
Tom, say it.
So there's a record that I made with, there's an organization I created with a brother named Dr. Williams, who's the head of neurology at Columbia. And he was on the front line when thousands of people been coming in for the coronavirus. So as I said before, hip hop has always been used as a positive instrument to ignite things in our community, tell us about things, make us feel good. So what I did is I made a record with a brother named Artie Green and another guy named Peter Corey Guns. Jerry Guns, excuse me. It's a lot of guns. So I did this song with him, and it's called Wash Your Hands. So what I did is I called up Charlie. We was just talking, and I said I wanted to shoot a video where everybody would just be washing their hands, because I don't think in our community we realize how a simple thing can make a big difference. You washing your hands, and you wash them for 20 seconds or more. You cleaning your hands, and you stop the virus from attacking the next person. So what I did, there's a record that's coming out, and it should be out tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, and we just got finished shooting a video, so it's like damn near maybe 30 to 40 different people, from Dr. Oz to Charlie to Bill Bellamy, and everybody washing their hands. And there's a song that goes with it. And I mean, I feel it reminds me of self-destruction without the words. You see what I'm saying? It reminds me of how we got together and we made a song that still stands the test of time. And anywhere you go in the world, when they sing that song, they know the spirit of where that song was created. So instead of me calling every rapper up and asking for a verse while they're on home quarantine, I said, let us just send out a text and see if they'll send us a video. So we got videos from different people, and it was a short window of time. So the song is called Wash Your Hands. And I really feel people going to see with this, how, once again, hip hop collectively makes impact and makes a difference.
I sent my video yesterday.
Huh?
I sent my video in yesterday to Charlie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Yeah. I was doing the
that's an amazing idea, and people do not understand that something as simple as keeping their hands clean during this pandemic can save their lives. That's both sides of the hand, not just throwing your hands under some water. This is it's contracted to your fingers, so that is an excellent idea. I want to thank all of y'all for calling Yo-Yo. Thanks for putting up with my brothers with me. Well, my sister girl, love. Everybody, I love you. I'm praying for you. Stay well.
Love you too, lady.
Advice. Thanks for your conversation. Keep doing what you're doing. Charlie's over there rubbing sanitizer in his hand now. Go away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wash my hands now.
Charlie, you gotta do this, and then you gotta get in between your fingers on this side, and you must get your thumbs.
That's right.
Very important. They touch more things than anything. So
that's right.
Act like a surgeon. Get in there and wash those hands and stay well and stay alive.
That's right.
Well,
Thank you.
Lady B and every legend on this screen. Godspeed to y'all. Love y'all. Be well.
Love you too, lady. Always and forever.
Thank you all.
My
Thank you
brothers.
all. Thank you all. Love you all.
Peace.
Right.
Much respect, my brothers. See you
Peace. We
later.
out. Wash those hands.